stop. Stop whatever you are doing. Put down everything. Close the other tabs on your browser. Silence your phone. And listen to me very, very closely. Because what I am about to tell you is not just information. It is not just another self-help concept to add to your mental library. It is a warning, and it is a cosmic invitation. Right now, at this exact second, a rare and volatile event is taking place inside the architecture of your consciousness. Something extraordinary is happening, something that only 1% of the human population will ever be awake enough to perceive, let alone utilize. If you have been following our previous transmissions, you know that the signal has been getting stronger. You know that your future self has been contacting you. You have seen the signs, the repeating numbers, the glitches in the matrix, the sudden irrational impulses. You have felt the physical symptoms of the download, the exhaustion, the headaches, the ringing in the ears, the feeling that your old life is a skin that no longer fits your body. You have heard the call echoing in the deep, silent chambers of your soul. But hearing the call is not enough. Knowing the path is not the same as walking the path. You are currently standing on the edge of a massive, terrifying precipice. Behind you is the old world. It is the world of linear struggle. It is the world of looping trauma. It is the world where you are a victim of circumstances, constantly reacting to a reality you did not choose. It is the world of I hope, I wish, and maybe someday. It is a burning bridge that offers you nothing but ash. In front of you is the void, a vast, silent nothingness. It looks empty. It looks dangerous. It looks like the end. But across that void, waiting on the other side, is the timeline of your dreams, the timeline of the chosen one. Your future self is standing there right now. They are alive. They are breathing. They are embodied. They are extending their hand across the chasm. They are screaming at you with the ferocity of tough love. They are begging you to move. But there is a gap. A massive, energetic gap between where you are vibrationally and where they are. You cannot walk across this gap. You cannot run across this gap. You cannot climb. You have to jump. You have to perform a quantum jump. Most people, the sleepwalkers, the unconscious majority, spend their entire lives standing on the edge of this cliff. They stare at the dream, but they never move. They wait. They wait for a bridge to magically appear. They wait for the right time. They wait for the money to arrive first. They wait for permission from their parents, their partners, or society. They negotiate with their fear. They rationalize their cowardice. They say, I will jump tomorrow. And they wait until they die, filled with the heavy, crushing regret of a life unlived, never knowing that they had the wings to fly all along. You are not most people. If you are hearing my voice right now, it is because your soul has issued a command. You are here because you are ready to leave the waiting room. You are here because the pain of staying the same has finally become greater than the fear of the unknown. In this definitive broadcast, the Matrix 963 is going to hand you the codes to execute the final quantum jump. We are not going to talk about hoping for a better future. We are not going to talk about visualizing once a week and waiting for a miracle. We are going to talk about the hard physics of collapsing that future into the present moment. We will dismantle piece by piece the illusion of linear time that has kept you trapped in a cycle of slow, painful, incremental growth. We will reveal the secret psychological state of open adhesion, the precise neurological frequency required to detach from the old reality without destabilizing your mind. We will teach you the 2-cup method, a physical alchemical ritual to rewrite the water memory in your cells and shift your timeline overnight. And most importantly, we will guide you through the funeral of the old self, the necessary, painful, and beautiful sacrifice you must make to be reborn, to become who you are destined to be. The gate is closing, the signal is peaking, the jump happens now. Chapter 1: The Physics of the Jump. To jump, you must first understand the terrain. You must understand the physics of the reality you are trying to hack. You cannot play the game if you do not know the rules, and the rules you have been taught your entire life are wrong. From the moment you were born, the Matrix has brainwashed you with a specific, limiting, and destructive lie about time. You have been taught that life is a journey. You have been taught that success is a staircase. They told you that you start at the bottom and you climb step by step, year by year, sweating and struggling to reach the top. They told you that change takes time. They told you that healing takes time. They told you that wealth takes time. You believe that to become your future self, that version of you who is confident, wealthy, loved, and awakened, you must evolve slowly. You think you need 10 years of hard work to become a master. You think you need 5 years of therapy to heal your trauma. This creates a belief in distance. It creates a deep-seated belief in separation. It makes you think that your dream life is far away. It makes you think it is a destination you have to travel to. This is a lie, and it is a lie designed to keep you powerless. Quantum physics, specifically the many worlds interpretation and the principles of non-locality, suggests a completely different structure of reality. Time is not a line. Time is not a straight arrow flying from the past to the future. Time is a state. Time is a frequency. Let me give you an image that will shatter your perception of linear time forever. Imagine a reel of film for a movie. Hold that heavy plastic reel in your hands. In that reel, the opening scene of the movie, the climax in the middle, and the happy ending all exist at the same time on the physical strip of plastic. The happy ending is not in the future. It is already printed on the film. It is sitting right there, physically curled up just a few inches away from the tragic beginning. They exist simultaneously. They are both equally real. They are both equally present. The only reason you experience them as separate events, the only reason you think the beginning happens before the end, is because the light of the projector is moving sequentially from one frame to the next. You are the projector. Your consciousness is the light. The specific frame that is lit up by your focus is what you call the present moment. The frames that are in the dark are what you call the past or the future. But just because a frame is in the dark, does it mean it doesn't exist? No, it is still there, waiting for the light. Apply this to your life right now. The future you, the wealthy, healthy, awakened master who has solved all your current problems, is not waiting for you 10 years from now. They are not a fantasy. They are not a ghost. They are existing right now, in the eternal now, on a parallel strip of film. They are breathing. They are eating. They are sleeping. They are laughing. They are walking down the street. They are real. They are occupying the same space as you, just like radio waves occupy the same space as Wi-Fi signals. They are in the room with you. They are just on a different frequency. They are on a different channel. When we talk about a quantum jump, we are not talking about traveling through time. We are not talking about moving forward on a timeline. We are talking about switching frequencies. We are talking about moving the light of your consciousness from frame A, the struggle, the debt, the loneliness, to frame B, the victory, the abundance, the love, without having to walk the distance in between. We are talking about lifting the needle of the record player and placing it on a different track. This is why instantaneous healing is possible. This is why people wake up one day and their cancer is gone. This is why lottery winners exist. This is why people experience glitch in the matrix moments, where their entire reality shifts overnight. They didn't climb the stairs. They didn't walk the path. They jumped to a different elevator. They hacked the projector. The concept of gradual evolution is a trap designed by the control system to keep you slow. It benefits the matrix for you to be a slow, predictable worker bee who believes that reward only comes after decades of suffering. The universe does not require time to change. The universe only requires alignment. The moment you fully align with the frequency of the new reality, in thought, in emotion, and in action, the old reality ceases to exist for you. It loses its magnetic hold. But here is the problem. Here is the tragedy. Here is why 99% of people never make the jump, even when they intellectually understand this truth. They are too attached to the film they are currently watching. They are addicted to the drama of their current frame. They look around at their 3D reality and they say, "But this is real." They believe that the walls around them are solid. They believe their bank account balance is a fixed, unchangeable fact. They believe their medical diagnosis is a life sentence written in stone. They believe their past failures define their future possibilities. They treat the current reality as the only reality. As long as you are reacting to your current reality, you are recreating it. You are shining the light on the same frame over and over again, keeping it frozen in place. To make the jump, you must develop a very specific, paradoxical, and highly advanced state of mind. A state where you are fully present in the now, but completely detached from its limitations. A state where you can look at an empty bank account and feel abundance. A state where you can look at a broken heart and feel love. This state has a name. It is the secret of the masters. It is called open adhesion.
Chapter 2. The Open Adhesion State. How do you leave one reality and enter another without losing your mind? How do you function in the world? How do you pay your bills, go to your job, talk to your family, while you are secretly shifting your consciousness to a completely different timeline? You must master the state of open adhesion. This is a term used by advanced mystics and reality transurfers to describe the perfect energetic frequency for a quantum jump. It is a paradox. It combines two opposite forces, stability and permeability. Let's break this down deeply, because if you get this wrong, you will not jump. You will just daydream, or worse, you will spiral into delusion. Most people fall into two traps when they try to manifest a new reality. Trap 1, the obsessive attachment. These are the people who are stuck in the 3D. They are obsessed with their problems. They fight their reality. They wake up in the morning and the first thing they do is check their phone for bad news. They look at their life and say, "I hate this job. I hate being poor. I hate being lonely. Why is this happening to me?" Their energy is sticky. They are adhered to the problem. Physics dictates that what you focus on expands. Because they are focusing on the problem with intense emotion, hate, fear, frustration, they are anchoring themselves to it. They are chaining themselves to the floor of the old timeline. You cannot jump if you are chained to the floor. Resistance creates persistence. The more you fight the old reality, the more you feed it with your life force. Trap 2. The spiritual escapism. These are the people who reject reality entirely. They read about spirituality and decide that the 3D world doesn't matter. They float in the clouds. They ignore their bills. They neglect their health. They stop showing up for their responsibilities. They live in a fantasy world where they are already saved. They say, nothing matters. It's all an illusion. They are too open. They have no grounding. They are not jumping. They are drifting. They have no traction to push off from. They are like a helium balloon with no string, lost in the ether, disconnected from the earth. They manifest nothing but chaos because they refuse to engage with the medium of creation. Open adhesion is the middle path. It is the path of the master. It means you are fully anchored in the present moment, adhesion, but your identity is completely fluid and open to the new, openness. Imagine you are a highly sophisticated radio receiver. If you spin the dial frantically, constantly changing channels because you are panicked about the music playing, you get static. That is anxiety. If you leave the dial stuck on the bad news channel because you are afraid to touch it, you get depression. Open adhesion means you stand firm in the chaos of your current life. You do not run from it. You do not hate it. You accept it fully. You say, this is where I am. This is my current coordinate. There is $10 in my bank account. I am currently single. I am currently tired. And it is okay. This is just the starting point. You accept the what is without judgment. This creates stability. But simultaneously, you open your internal receiver to a new signal. You say, I am here physically, but I am not of here vibrationally. You become a channel. You allow the data of your future self to flow through you, overlaying the present reality like an augmented reality filter. You look at your empty bank account, and instead of feeling the contraction of fear, you feel a strange, spacious sense of calm. You see the number 0, but you feel the energy of the million. You see the problem, but you feel the solution. You are holding two realities in your mind at once, without conflict. You are walking in two worlds. This creates a quantum bridge. The universe loves this state. It is the state of least resistance. When you are in open adhesion, you are telling the matrix, I am ready to move, but I am not desperate to move. Desperation repels. Readiness attracts. In this state, you stop trying to figure out how the jump will happen. You stop trying to force the doors open with your ego. You stop manipulating people and circumstances. You simply maintain the frequency, and you let the universe rearrange the furniture. You become like a surfer waiting for a wave. You are still, you are floating, you are relaxed, but your muscles are primed. Your eyes are scanning the horizon. You are alert. And when the wave comes, you don't think, you move. But to reach this level of mastery, to become this fluid, to become a person who can hold two worlds in their heart at the same time, there is a heavy price to pay. You cannot take your old baggage onto the new wave. It is too heavy. It will drag you under. You cannot take your old identity into the new timeline. It doesn't fit through the door. Before you can be reborn as the king or queen of your reality, the peasant must die. We must perform a funeral. Chapter 3. The Death of the Old Self. This is the part of the quantum jump that no one talks about. This is the dark side of transformation. This is the shadow work. Everyone wants the resurrection. No one wants the crucifixion. Everyone wants the new life. No one wants to attend the funeral of the old one. But the law of equivalent exchange is absolute. You cannot become who you want to be while clinging to who you are. To merge with your future self, your old self must die. This is not a metaphor. This is not poetic language. This is an energetic execution. Think about the version of you that exists right now. Be honest with yourself. The version that is addicted to validation from others. The version that needs likes on social media to feel worthy. The version that plays the victim in every story. The version that tolerates disrespect from friends and partners. The version that is comfortable in mediocrity. The version that says, "I can't," before even trying. That version cannot survive in the frequency of your future self. It is biologically and energetically incompatible. If you try to bring your insecurities into a timeline of power, you will collapse the timeline. The frequency of insecurity will cancel out the frequency of power. If you try to bring your poverty mindset into a timeline of wealth, you will lose the wealth immediately. You will self-sabotage until you are broke again, because that is where your old self feels safe. So you must make a choice, a ruthless choice. Are you willing to kill the parts of you that are holding you back? This process is called ego death. When you start this process, it will feel like you are literally dying. Your nervous system will panic. You will feel grief. You will feel a profound loss of identity. Your friends might leave you because they no longer recognize the person you are becoming. They liked the old you, the one who was small, the one who was compliant. Your family might say you have changed, and they won't say it as a compliment. They will say it as an accusation. The matrix will try to claw you back. The old self will scream inside your head, "Don't kill me. I kept you safe. I am all you know. If you leave me, you will be alone." But you must be the executioner. You must look at your old self with compassion, but with absolute firmness, and say, "Thank you for your service. You protected me when I was weak. You helped me survive the trauma. But your watch is ended. I am safe now. I am taking over." We are going to perform a ritual right now, a mental funeral. I want you to close your eyes for a moment. Trust me. I want you to visualize your old self standing in front of you. Look at them. Look at their tired eyes. Look at their slumped shoulders. Look at the heavy bags of trauma they are carrying on their back. Look at the fear in their posture. Look at the pain they have been holding for decades. They have carried that weight for years, so you didn't have to break. They did their best with what they knew. They are not the enemy. They are just exhausted. Love them. Thank them. Give them a hug. But now, imagine a violet fire consuming them. Not a fire of destruction, but a flame of transmutation, a holy fire. Watch the fire dissolve their form. Watch the heavy bags turn into smoke. Watch the tired body turn into light. Watch them turn into ash. Watch the wind blow the ash away into the ether, returning the energy to the source. Feel the lightness in your own body. Feel the empty space where the heavy baggage used to be. That empty space is not scary. That empty space is the landing pad for your future self. Nature abhors a vacuum. Now that you have created space, the universe must fill it. It has no choice, and it will fill it with the new code. It will fill it with the energy of the future.
But how do we install this new code? How do we convince your nervous system that you are already the new person, even before the physical evidence shows up? How do we trick the biological machine into believing the jump has already happened? We need to learn the art of quantum acting. We need to become the greatest actors in the movie of our own lives. Chapter 4: The Acting Technique. We have held the funeral for the old self. The grave is filled. The eulogy has been spoken. The past is dead. Now you stand naked in the void. You are a consciousness without a container. How do you put on the skin of the future self? How do you convince your biological machine, your nervous system, your hormones, your reticular activating system, that you are already the king, already the healer, already the millionaire, when your physical reality still looks the same? When you look in the mirror and see the old face, how do you see the new soul? You must learn the secret art that the ancient mystics, the alchemists, and the modern Hollywood elite have all mastered, whether they admit it or not. You must learn the art of assuming. Society has lied to you with a catchy phrase. They tell you, fake it till you make it. This is wrong. This is dangerous advice. Faking it implies that you are a fraud. It implies that underneath the mask, you are still the scared little victim just playing dress-up. It implies imposter syndrome. The universe smells a fake from a mile away. Energy cannot be tricked by a cheap mask. If you fake it, you vibrate at the frequency of deception and insecurity, and you will attract situations that expose you. The correct formula, the quantum formula, is be it until you see it. This is the core teaching of the great mystic Neville Goddard. He called it living in the end. But let's look at this through the lens of modern mastery, method acting. Think of the greatest actors of our time. When they prepare for a role, they do not just memorize lines, they transform their molecular structure. They change how they walk. They change the rhythm of their breath. They change what they eat. They change how they think. They do not pretend to be the character. They become the character so completely that their own personality vanishes. They rewrite their own psychology. When the camera rolls, they are not acting, they are being. You are the actor. Your life is the movie. The universe is the camera. And right now, you have been playing the role of the struggling victim for so long that you think it is who you really are. You have memorized the lines of poverty. You have perfected the posture of defeat. It is time to accept a new script, the script of the chosen one. Here is the quantum acting protocol. You must do this every single morning before you interact with the world. You must do this before you check your phone. Step 1, the costume change. When you wake up, before you get out of bed, while your brain is still in that soft, malleable alpha state, I want you to imagine something specific. Imagine that hanging next to your bed is a suit of light. This suit is not made of fabric, it is made of energy. It is the energetic body of your future self. Look at it. It stands tall. It radiates a golden hum. It carries the posture of someone who has solved every problem you currently have. Visualize yourself physically stepping out of your sleeping body and stepping into this suit of light. Pull it up over your legs, slide your arms into the sleeves, zip it up to your neck. Feel the fabric of success touching your skin. Does it feel cool? Does it feel electric? Feel the weight of authority settling on your shoulders. It is heavy, but it is grounding. Adjust your posture to fit the suit. How does the future self sit? Do they slouch in defeat? Do they curl up in anxiety? No, their spine is straight, acting as a pillar connecting heaven and earth. Their chest is open, exposing the heart, because they are not afraid of attack. Wear this suit. Do not take it off. Step 2. The micro behaviors. This is where the magic happens. This is where the energy grounds into matter. You must align your microscopic, invisible actions with the new character. When you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth, ask yourself, how does the future self do this? Do they rush frantically, scrubbing hard because they are late and stressed? Or do they brush with the slow, deliberate elegance of someone who owns their time, someone who savors the sensation of cleanliness? When you drink your morning coffee, do you gulp it down while scrolling anxiously on your phone, consuming the trauma of the world? Or do you sip it with gratitude, looking out the window, planning your empire? Do you taste the beans? Do you feel the warmth of the mug? When you walk down the street, do you look down at the pavement, avoiding eye contact, apologizing for your existence? Or do you look up, meeting the eyes of the world with a slight, knowing smile? These micro-adjustments are signals to your subconscious mind, the director of your movie. You are telling the director, this is who I am now. Update the file. Neuroscience proves that your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you act the part with intense emotion and physical detail, your brain begins to prune the old neural pathways of insecurity and build new highways of confidence. You are physically rewiring your brain to match the future reality. You are building the hardware to run the new software. Step 3. The inner dialogue. An actor is defined by what they say to themselves when no one is listening. The subtext. The old self's script was repetitive and abusive. I hope this works. I'm so tired. Why is this happening to me? I'm going to be late. I can't afford this. You must burn that script. You must catch yourself every time you recite a line from the old movie. The future self's script is, everything is working out for me. I am a magnet for miracles. I am safe. I am loved. Time bends for me. Money flows to me. You must loop this new dialogue until it drowns out the old one. You must become brainwashed by your own greatness. Remember, the 3D reality is just a mirror. Mirrors have a delay. When you start acting like the king, the mirror might still show the peasant for a few days or weeks. The world might still treat you like the old you. Do not break character. If you look at the mirror and say, it's not working, I'm still poor, you have broken character. You have ruined the take. You have signaled to the universe that you are acting. Great actors don't stop acting just because the set lights aren't on yet. They stay in character until the movie is done. Your movie is done when the manifestation hardens into fact. Until then, act. Perform for an audience of one, the universe. But acting is just the software.
Sometimes, to make a jump this big, to shift timelines this drastically, you need a hardware hack. You need a physical ritual that creates a bridge between the two timelines. You need to manipulate the most programmable substance in the universe. You need water.
Chapter 5: The Two-Cup Method. We have addressed the mind and the behavior. Now let's use physics. Let's use alchemy. I am going to teach you the most famous yet most misunderstood technique in the multiverse community, the two-cup method, also known as dimensional jumping. This is not magic. This is not superstition. This is quantum entanglement using water as a conductor. Why water? Because your body is 70% water. The planet is 70% water. Dr. Masaru Emoto proved that water has memory. It is a programmable liquid crystal. Under a microscope, water molecules change their geometric structure based on the vibration of thoughts and words directed at them. Water is a recording device. When you drink water that has been charged with a specific frequency, you are literally programming every cell in your body with that code. You are updating your biological operating system. This technique allows you to physically jump your consciousness from timeline A, current reality, to timeline B, desired reality. Do this tonight, right before bed. Treat it with the reverence of a sacred ceremony. The setup. You need 2 clear glass cups, not plastic, glass. You need clean water. You need 2 sticky notes and a pen. Step 1. Define the coordinates. On the first sticky note, write down your current reality. Be honest but brief. Define the state you are leaving. Examples: broke and stressed, or single and lonely, or sick and tired. Stick this note onto the full cup of water. Sit with this cup for a moment. Look at it. Acknowledge it. This is where you are. Feel the heavy energy of it. Do not hate it. Just observe it. Say to the cup, "This is timeline A. I am grateful for the lessons, but I am leaving now." Step 2. Define the destination. On the second sticky note, write down your desired reality, the future self's reality. Examples: financial freedom, or happily married, or healed and vibrant. Stick this note onto the empty cup. Look at this empty cup. It represents the potential, the vacuum, the space ready to be filled. This is timeline B. Step 3. The quantum jump, the pour. Now stand up. Hold the full cup, timeline A, in your hands. Take a deep breath. Decide right now that you are finished with this timeline. You are taking the energy from it, the water, but leaving the pattern, the cup, behind. Slowly, consciously, pour the water from the full cup into the empty cup, timeline B. Listen to the sound. This is crucial. The sound of the water pouring is the sound of the timeline shifting. Watch it flow. As the water hits the new cup, visualize the molecular structure of the water changing. Imagine the molecules rewriting themselves from the geometry of lack to the geometry of abundance, from the geometry of sickness to the geometry of health. You are alchemizing the energy. You are transferring the life force from the old container to the new container. Step 4. The consumption, the download. Now, hold the new cup, timeline B. It is now full. The old cup, timeline A, is dead. Hold the new cup to your heart. Feel the emotion of the words written on the label. Do not just read them, feel them. Feel the joy, feel the relief, feel the excitement. Project that feeling into the water. Charge it with your heart's magnetic field. Then drink it. Drink it slowly, do not gulp it. As you swallow, visualize that liquid information entering your esophagus, entering your stomach, entering your bloodstream. Visualize it traveling to your cells, entering the nucleus, and rewriting your DNA. You are physically consuming the new reality. You are becoming one with it. When you finish the water, rip up the note from the old cup, throw it away. Keep the note on the new cup. Put it on your nightstand or your altar. It is done. You have collapsed the wave function. You have instructed the quantum field to realign your physical path with the vibration of the water you just consumed. But here is the danger. Here is why people fail even after doing the ritual. After you jump, the next morning you will wake up in your old bed. You will see your old bank balance. You will go to your old job. The matrix will try to trick you into thinking the jump didn't work. It will try to pull you back into the drama of the 3D world through evidence of the past. To stay in the new timeline, you need a specific cognitive skill. You need to learn how to control the lens of your perception so you don't get sucked back into the old frequency. You need flexible focus.
Chapter 6. Flexible Focus. You have performed the ritual. You have set the intention. You have signaled the universe. But now comes the hardest part, the part that separates the masters from the dreamers, living in the delay. Between the quantum jump, which happens instantly in the energy field, and the physical manifestation, which happens slowly in the matter field, there is always a time lag, a buffer period. During this lag, your 3D reality might look contradictory. You jumped into wealth, but a bill just arrived in the mail today. You jumped into love, but you are sleeping alone tonight. You jumped into health, but you still feel a twinge of pain. How do you not lose faith? How do you not fall back into the old self script? You must master the skill of flexible focus. Most people have a rigid focus. They are obsessed with the what is. They stare at the bill, zooming in, and say, "See, it didn't work. I'm broke. The ritual was stupid." They get stuck in the microscopic details of the problem. They let the current circumstances dictate their emotional state. This is a trap. If you focus on the problem, you anchor yourself to the old timeline. You feed the old timeline with your attention. The chosen one uses flexible focus like a master camera operator. You learn to control the zoom lens of your consciousness. Technique 1, the zoom out, the eagle view. When a problem arises in the 3D, a flat tire, a rude comment, an unexpected expense, do not stare at it. Immediately zoom out. Pull your consciousness back, way back. Look at the timeline from the perspective of your future self, 10 years from now. From that high perspective, is this flat tire a tragedy? No, It is a tiny blip. It is a humorous anecdote. It might even be a divine delay to save you from an accident down the road. From the perspective of the millionaire you are becoming, is this $100 bill a disaster? No, it is pocket change. It is irrelevant. When you zoom out, you regain your peace. You realize that the process includes bumps. You stop judging the journey and start trusting the map. You detach your emotion from the temporary chaos. Technique 2, the zoom in, the appreciation. But you cannot live only in the clouds. You must also live in the now. You must find joy here. So when do you zoom in? You zoom in only on the things that match your new timeline. You zoom in on the glimmers. A perfect cup of coffee. Zoom in on the taste. A smile from a stranger. Zoom in on the connection. A beautiful sunset. Zoom in on the colors. The number 1111 on your phone. Zoom in on the sign. Focus intensely on these small evidences of beauty. Magnify them, celebrate them, treat them as proof that the new timeline is bleeding through. By zooming in on the good, you amplify it, you give it mass. By zooming out on the bad, you diminish it, you starve it of energy. This dynamic shifting of attention is what keeps you balanced on the tightrope between two worlds. It is the state of open adhesion in action. You are adhering to the present moment's beauty, but remaining open to the future's promise. You are here, but you are not stuck here. When you master flexible focus, the time lag begins to shrink. The gap between the jump and the landing disappears. The buffer time collapses, and suddenly, the reality around you begins to crack. The illusion breaks, and the collapse happens. You will start to see signs that the timelines are merging. Time itself will behave strangely. This is the final phase before the permanent shift.
Chapter 7. The Collapse. You have performed the 2-cup method. You have mastered flexible focus. You have donned the suit of light. Now you must prepare for the physical sensation of the shift. You must prepare for the collapse. When you successfully execute a quantum jump, the space-time continuum around you begins to bend. The distance between where you are and where you want to be collapses to zero. This is not a metaphor. It is a visceral, biological experience. You will feel it in your gut. You will feel it in your head. How do you know the jump has worked? Look for the 3 signs of the collapse. Sign 1. Time dilation. Suddenly, time will stop making sense. You might sit down to work for what feels like 30 minutes and look up to find 4 hours have passed. You were in the flow state, outside of time. Or conversely, you might experience an entire day's worth of events, emotions, and synchronicities in just 1 hour. The day feels like a week. This is called time dilation. It happens because you are moving closer to the speed of light, energetically speaking. Your vibration is rising so fast that you are exiting the slow, heavy, linear time of the 3D matrix. You are entering vertical time, the realm of the soul. Do not panic when this happens. Do not try to manage time. Flow with it. The universe is re-indexing your position in the timeline.
Sign 2, the Deja Reve phenomenon. You know déjà vu, feeling like you've seen this before. But the chosen one experiences something deeper. Deja Reve, already dreamed. You will walk into a room, or have a conversation, or turn a corner, and suddenly a wave of electric shock will hit you. You will realize, I have dreamed this moment. I have been here before in my spirit. I wrote this in my journal 6 months ago. This is the ultimate confirmation. It means your physical body has finally caught up to the location where your astral body has been waiting. The two timelines, the dream and the reality, are merging. The overlay is complete. You are walking inside your own prophecy. Sign 3, the rapid manifestation of bridges. Suddenly, the things you need appear before you ask for them. You think of a person, they text you instantly. You need a parking spot, it opens up. You need an idea, it drops into your head fully formed. The buffer time of the matrix is dissolving. This is exciting, but it is also dangerous. Because if you can manifest miracles instantly, you can also manifest nightmares instantly. Your thoughts are becoming laser beams. If you let your focus slip back into fear for even a moment during this phase, you will manifest a crisis immediately. You are walking on a razor's edge. This phase is called the wobble. Imagine a spinning top. When it spins fast, it is stable, but when it changes speed or moves to a new surface, it wobbles. Your reality is wobbling because it is stabilizing into a new format. During the wobble, the old reality will try one last desperate attempt to pull you back. It will send a test, a big one, an echo from the past. And how you react to this test determines if you stay in the new timeline or crash back into the old.
Chapter 8. Protecting the New Timeline. You have jumped. The candle is lit. You are vibrating at the new frequency. But listen to me, the flame is fragile. The new timeline is like a newborn baby. It is alive, it is breathing, but it is not yet strong enough to defend itself against the harsh winds of the old world. You must become its guardian. You must become its protector. The matrix operates on a mechanism of homeostasis. Just like your body temperature tries to stay at 98.6 degrees, your reality tries to stay at its set point. It wants to keep things the same. It wants to keep you predictable. So when you jump, the matrix detects an anomaly. It detects that you have escaped your assigned programming. It will try to correct the error. It will try to pull you back. How? By sending an echo. An echo is a remnant of the old timeline, a ghost from the past that shows up in your new reality to test your resolve. The test. Maybe 3 days after you jump, your ex-partner texts you out of nowhere, triggering your old abandonment wounds. Maybe an unexpected bill arrives in the mail, triggering your old scarcity mindset. Maybe your car breaks down, triggering your old victim mentality. Maybe your boss criticizes you, triggering your old insecurity. This is not a sign that you failed. This is the most common mistake people make. They see the echo and they think, oh no, it didn't work, I'm still stuck. And by thinking that, they collapse the new timeline and snap back to the old one instantly. The echo is not real. It is dead energy leaving your system.
It is the exhaust fumes of the rocket you just launched. To pass the test, you must do the impossible. You must look at the problem and feel nothing. Neutrality is the shield. When the bill comes, do not panic, do not contract. Look at it and say, this is just an echo. This is the old reality paying its final debts. It has no power over me. When the toxic person texts you, do not feel lonely, do not feel angry. Look at the screen and say, you do not exist in my future, and delete it. You must treat these events like ghosts. They can scream, they can dance, they can try to scare you, but they cannot touch you unless you give them permission, unless you give them your emotional reaction. If you react with the old emotions, fear, anger, sadness, you are signing a contract with the old timeline. You are saying, I am still the old me. But if you respond with neutrality and observer consciousness, you starve the ghost. It fades away, and the new timeline hardens into concrete. The protocol of silence. In this delicate incubation phase, you must seal your lips. Do not run to your unawakened friends and say, I did a quantum jump, my life is changing. Do not post on social media, big things coming. Why? Because your friends are anchors to your old timeline. Their subconscious minds hold a rigid blueprint of the old you. They know you as the person who struggles. They know you as the person who complains. If you tell them your new vision, their doubt, even their subtle, unspoken skepticism, will act as a psychic attack on your fragile new reality. They will look at you with old eyes, and their observation will collapse your wave function back into the old particle. Silence creates density. Keep the energy inside. Do not leak it through your mouth. Let it build pressure within your vessel. Let that pressure transform into magnetism. Protect your new timeline like a mother protects her child in a storm. Do not let the cold wind of other people's opinions blow out your candle. If you can maintain this neutrality and silence for just 7 days, the new timeline will set. The roots will take hold. The danger period will pass. And then you enter the final phase, the phase where you stop trying to be the new person and you simply are the new person. Integration. Chapter 9. The Integration Phase. The storm has passed. The wobble has stopped. The echoes have faded into the background noise. You are now standing firmly on the new shore. The ground beneath your feet is solid. But you are not a tourist here. You are a resident. You are not visiting the new reality. You live here now. It is time for integration. Integration means moving from doing to being. It means moving from a temporary state to a permanent trait. In the beginning, being your future self required effort. You had to focus. You had to use the 2-cup method. You had to act. You had to consciously tune the radio. Now, it must become effortless. It must become your default setting. It must become who you are when you are tired, when you are hungry, when you are distracted. How do you integrate a quantum jump into your nervous system permanently? You do it through embodiment. You must bring the energy of the divine into the mundane. Most people wait for a big moment to feel powerful. They wait for the stage, the deal, the wedding, the lottery win. They save their best self for special occasions. The chosen one brings power into the washing of the dishes. Ask yourself, how does a king wash dishes? Does he rush? Does he complain? No, he washes them with presence, with dignity. He treats the plate like a sacred object. How does a millionaire drive to the grocery store? Does he scream at traffic? Does he grip the wheel in anxiety? No, he drives with gratitude, with ease. He knows he owns his time. He enjoys the ride. You must saturate every corner of your mundane life with your new frequency. You must encode the new reality into your micro movements. The anchor technique. To help your body remember, create a physical anchor. Wear a specific ring, or wear a specific scent, a perfume or cologne you have never worn before. Or listen to a specific song that vibrates with victory. Decide right now that whenever you wear this item, you are locked in to your future self. When you put on that ring, you are no longer the person you were yesterday. You are the avatar. You are the version 2.0. If you feel yourself slipping back into old habits, if you feel the old anxiety rising, touch the anchor, smell the scent. It will snap you back to the present moment. It will remind your biology of who is in charge. The physiology of belief. Your body is the hardware. If you want to keep the new software running smoothly, you must upgrade the hardware maintenance. Stand taller, walk slower, speak with more pauses. When you rush, you signal to the universe, I am running out of time. That is the old timeline of lack. When you slow down, when you savor the moment, you signal to the universe, I have all the time in the world. I am abundant. That is the new timeline of wealth. Own your space. Breathe into your belly. When you integrate fully, you stop looking for signs. You stop asking, where is my manifestation? Why? Because you realize that you are the manifestation. You no longer need to attract anything. Does a magnet try to attract iron? Does it stress about whether the iron is coming? No, it simply is magnetic, and the iron has no choice but to move. You have become the magnet. The chase is over. The struggle is over. You have merged. The gap is closed.
You are the one you have been waiting for. The point of no return. We have reached the end of the protocol. But let me be clear, this is not the end of your journey. It is day one of your new life. You have the knowledge, you have the tools, you have the permission. But knowledge is only potential power. Action is real power. You are standing at the point of no return. Behind you is the bridge to your past, the bridge to the victim, the struggle, the smallness, the trauma loops. I want you to visualize that bridge one last time, and I want you to burn it. Burn it with your decision. Burn it with your commitment. Burn it with your refusal to ever settle again. Make a vow to yourself right now
in the sanctuary of your own heart, I will never, ever go back to being asleep. I will never again apologize for my power. I will never again accept a reality that is less than what my soul demands. Even if your knees shake, even if you are afraid, even if you don't know how it will all unfold, jump. The universe will catch you. It has to. That is the law. The net only appears when you jump. I want you to seal this jump in the energetic record of this reality. I want you to leave a physical mark that signifies your transition. Scroll down to the comments right now. Do not hesitate. Declare your shift to the world. Declare, I have jumped, or write, I am in the new timeline. Feel the electricity in your fingers as you type those words. That is the feeling of the collapse. You are grounding the lightning into the earth. Look at the comments of others. We are jumping together. We are shifting the collective consciousness. You are not alone. You are part of an awakening army. You are safe. You are guided. You are loved. But listen, now that you have jumped, now that you have become a master of your reality, now that you can bend time and space, you are ready for the final secret, the ultimate truth. The secret that lies beyond manifestation, beyond timelines, beyond the self. There is a stage of awakening that very few ever reach, a stage where you stop being the creator and you become the source itself, where you stop bending reality and you realize you are reality. In our next broadcast, I will take you to the mountaintop. We will explore the final stage of awakening, becoming the void. This is the end of the game and the beginning of eternity. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure the bell is on. You do not want to miss the finale. The jump is complete. Welcome to your new life, chosen one.